What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the OMC Podcast. I am here with my guy, Rich.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, my guy, Richard. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Richard, coming from South Central LA, you feel me? We're here with my boy. You know, I decided to come on the platform because first, it's my boy, close homie from we go back.
Yes, sir.
So for years now, and then second, you know, I want to just bring light on, like, you know, coming from where we come from. You know, we just want to bring light on, like, it's different avenues and different outlets we could just, you know, approach and just see if we could, you got to just find your lane, you feel me? So that's why I came on here, so we could just discuss that, you feel me? So there you go.
And definitely when we talk about different lanes, this is probably going to be the most diverse person I have on the podcast because of the lane that he just ventured into.
Yes, sir.
So without nothing else being said, we're going to get straight into the questions. What made you say fuck it and just start getting hit for fun? Why did you choose MMA of all things? Because that shit is brutal. That's really blood sport. That's a step higher than boxing, easily.
No, yeah, for sure. So, you know, growing up, you know, like I said, I just mentioned South Central LA. You know, I grew up on, you know, Fig side. People familiar with that. You know, so growing up, I wasn't like, I was always used to like fighting. You feel me? You know, we most of the time niggas gotta fight for their respect.
Facts.
And they fighting, you know, local people in their hood or whatever, gang bangers, fighting at school, whatever. So it was something I was, you know, always comfortable doing. So I just decided, you know, why not just put all my energy towards something that could be like, you know, that could be lucrative long term, you feel me? So I decided to do it like in 2021. So I've only been doing it for 2 years, not too long as far as organized fighting. And I seen myself just getting better, you know, very quickly, just because I was putting a lot of work in as well, you feel me? And I felt comfortable doing it. And, you know, here I am.
And again, that's a big attest to your work ethic because you kind of had pretty much all on Instagram on the journey with you from when you started. If people was really paying attention, when you first got into the gym, it was like, damn, that nigga in that motherfucker alive. Like, he always in that motherfucker. Then boom, you was like, oh, you really started training, and we was like, okay, this nigga really, he's working. Like, he's working, like, even body progress wise. I was looking at just like, damn, this nigga got it. Like,
I appreciate you, bro.
Fuck. So again, I have to applaud that your work ethic is crazy because again, we was here for the journey. I was paying attention, so I really seen it. And man, now you really out here beating niggas up, putting niggas on your pockets for the chip though.
I appreciate you,
and not for nothing.
Sir.
So what makes this fun for you? I know that you mentioned, you know, using South Central, you was comfortable doing it, but what makes it like, okay, I can have fun doing this? Because I know you wouldn't do it if you wasn't having fun with it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good question because, you know, a lot of dudes, I'm gonna just, you know, not go off topic but a bit, but I'm gonna just say this real quick. Like, a lot of dudes, they come to the gym and they try to do that just to feel tough. You know, a lot of dudes probably had, like, growing up, they probably was, you know, weirdos or not really like the popular type guys. So they come in there to feel like
something to prove.
You feel me? So for me, I just tried it out and I was just like, you know, I'm gonna just see like how far I could take it. And like you said, like once I started getting better, I was just like, damn, like this is becoming fun for me. And then like I remember it was days like when I first started off in 2021, I would like take days off and I'd be feeling like bad, like you feel me? And I was like, damn, like why I feel like anxious. So that's when I knew I started like kind of loving the sport, you feel me? Because I knew like days I would be slacking or not going to the gym, I was feeling bad like about myself, you feel me? So that was pretty much it, me like showing progress and me seeing progress in myself and other people in my gym, you know, and people like you, like my homies and shit, noticing I was getting better. So that kind of just, you know, fueled me as well.
Right.
For sure.
And what, this is a little off topic question, but going into your first fight, what was the feeling? Like walking in that bitch, what was the feeling? Yeah.
So, okay, it's funny, I got a funny story. So right now, I just had 2 official fights, but we're gonna get to that later. So my first fight, my first 3 fights, actually, they wasn't official. They were just kind of like, you sign up, you agree to a weight, and then you show up. So I was already training for like 8 months, which is really, really quick to even have a first fight. Most dudes train a year, 2 years, 3 years, you feel me? Or they've been training since they was young. They come back when they're teenagers and they have a fight when they like 21, 22. So going into my first fight, I was just like, man, I was kind of nervous, you feel me? Because obviously you're going to be nervous, you know, fighting anybody, you feel me, whether you know how to fight or not. But going into it, I just was like, you know what, I've been working towards this. I was working that whole summer. My first fight was in October 2021. I'll never forget. I was fighting in a small gym it was like only could fit like 20 people up in there. You feel me? So just going into that, I was just like, damn, like, I just gotta do what I gotta do. You feel me? So I got in there, and I'm pretty sure you seen it. I like smashed the dude. You feel
Hell
me?
yeah.
And shout out to bro, cause he came in there. And he did what he had to do. But I pretty much smashed him.
Yeah.
So after that, it was just like a ball just started rolling for me. You feel me? I was just like, damn, like, and I didn't even tell my coach about it. So what my coach ended up seeing it through my social media, and he was just like, Richard, like, you really making progress. Like, next time let me know, because you could have got injured, but I'm happy that you was able to get that experience. So that was pretty much, the whole thing about that.
Nah, no faking.
Yeah.
Like, when he say he smashed him, he not even like capping. Like, nah, and the crazy thing is though, he ain't got in the ring yet with a nigga he ain't put down. So, yeah,
sure.
Niggas kind of like that. Anyway,
appreciate you, bro.
Moving on. At what moment did you know, like, I could take it there? Like, what was it? A certain fight? Was it a certain like sparring set? What was it?
Yes. Okay. So that wasn't my first fight. Was 2021, like I just mentioned. So coming in 2022, I was kind of like, okay, like what route I'm gonna go towards? So like you said, I do MMA. So I actually do Muay Thai. So it's more like, it's like a higher level of kickboxing, but eventually I'm gonna transition to MMA.
With some grappling in it.
Exactly.
Correct.
So the moment it kind of switched for me is when it was like my second to last unofficial fight was last June.
Right.
So really just a year ago, I went into that fight, and like I said, my first 3 fights, it was like really like no professional weigh-in. Now weighing in, we got to do all type of stuff, paperwork. Right. It was just an agreement between us and like the promoter. So I came in the fight, and the guy I fought, he was like 30 pounds bigger than me. And he was like, I'm 5'9", you feel me? I walk around like 165, 168. Right. He was like 6'1", like 180, 170 something. I came in there like, I'm 5'9", so I'm like, damn. You feel me? So I ain't gonna, obviously we already there, I ain't gonna turn it down, but
exactly.
I ended up beating him, I ended up winning the fight, and I won by a wide margin. So that's when I knew, like, if I'm doing this to dudes like this, like, so I might as well just keep going, you feel me? So that's what just gave me confidence to keep going, you feel me?
Yeah. Once you knock off a cheating nigga, you tried to cheat and I beat your ass, man. So you thought you was just gonna beat my ass, pretty much.
I feel like that was his goal.
Not going for it, nigga. Not going for it. Must not know who it is. Yeah. Trench Boy Rich.
Come on, man.
Come on now. How did your back into your upbringing in South Central? How did your childhood play a part in your current career choice?
Yeah, so growing up, single parent household, obviously, that don't really sound like nothing you ain't never heard before, but yeah, I grew up, just my mom, I had an older sister, younger sister.
So you're the only boy?
Yeah, I'm the only boy.
So you already protected?
Yeah, exactly. So like that protective mindset and that mentality, I always carried that throughout my life, you feel me? And like credit to my mom too, even though I didn't have my pops and shit, she always like kind of put that in me, like, you gonna be like this, you gonna go this way. Obviously, coming where we come from, it's easy to get influenced by the gang members, and like, I kind of saw myself getting influenced, like, at a young age by the gang members and shit like that, but I always like had like a good head on my shoulders. I thank God for that too, you feel me? So I always knew like right from wrong, you feel me? And like I said, I grew up fighting, getting into altercations, getting in trouble at school, you feel me? So I was never, like I said, I never was uncomfortable fighting, you feel me? But like I said, like I credit my upbringing a lot for me just being the person I am today, for sure.
That's crazy, because again, when in the opening I said you probably gonna be like one of the most like versatile people. That my guy was a hooper.
For sure.
Not your average 5'9" hooper.
Yeah.
I'm talking pulling up from 45 feet.
That's how we met. That's how
but
we
with
met
with a hand in his face though. When I tell you I hated this motherfucker when I first met him. I swear to God, I did not like this nigga when I first met him. Not because of his personality, but partially because he was such a cool nigga while busting your ass though. I'm not gonna lie, my guy. I'm
running. Oh God.
Dude, 5'9", pulling up. Oh, Hezzy, snatch back. 45 fucking feet. Yeah. Net for the game though. For the game.
I forgot about that. We used to be
nigga, what we used to? Oh my God, we used to go at it crazy.
I missed them runs. Oh God.
Missed them runs. Crazy. Troy, if you watching this, bro, bring the runs back.
Hell yeah,
bring the runs back, bro. Bring the runs back for sure. But yeah, you was hooping. I know you was making music too.
Yeah, for sure.
I think, ain't you still a little bit dibbling still?
I mean, I kind of just gave it up. But I mean, with the hooping shit, bro, I really was a hooper, like, growing up, like, you feel me? Like, it didn't really work out for me. I ended up tearing my MCL twice. So that was the reason I really just stopped hooping completely, like, just out of nowhere. You feel me?
Well, how old was you when that happened?
Shit, this was in 2017, so I was like...
Oh, shit.
I was like 19. Yeah, so I was in San Diego at a showcase. You know, I was hooping, getting off, doing my shit. It was a 3-day showcase. I ended up tearing my MCL the last day of the showcase. Jeez. So that shit set me back. But, you know, when we met, I was kind of getting back in my groove, you feel me? As far as, like, really, like, getting comfortable again, like, playing on my knee. Yeah. Because I wasn't able to get the surgery. Like, I feel like if I would have got the surgery, I probably would have tried to go to hoop, like JC or do some other shit, you feel me? But, you know, everything happens for a reason, you feel me? So I'm here today, but like I said, like, hooping, that was always my first love, for sure. Yeah. I got that shit tattooed on me, too. Like, I got, like, a basketball tattoo. That's my only tattoo. So that was for sure my first love, and that's how we met. You feel me?
No cap. No cap, bro. Was cooking it. Headache, nigga, no faking, like. Niggas ever hooping, bro? Niggas know.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Don't just if niggas see this, don't make it seem like I'm lying. Yeah. On God, because I'm really not. If niggas is at the runs, like, come on, bro. don't make it seem like I'm weird. That niggas was getting their ass busted by him all the time. What's one thing you love about what you do?
One thing I love about what I do is that you always can get humble. You feel me? So even if you feel like even if you feel like you the biggest and baddest nigga walking in the gym, any given day it could be a nigga that just had your number. So you feel me? Like, that should teach like character too. You feel me? Like, you go up in there fighting, because it's like a real intense high level sport. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
So you can't never feel like you just the biggest and baddest, because it's always somebody that can just tap your chin real quick and just bring you back to reality. You feel me? So that's one thing I really love about it. And also just discipline, like you working out. And me personally, like, going into a fight, I'm gonna do everything I can to be like at my tip-top shape, because I don't want to go into a fight and get pieced up and I'll be like, damn, I should have did this. You feel me?
After the fact.
Exactly. So I always want to just be like, coming to the fight, my tip-top shape, and just be real disciplined. You feel me? So that's like two things that I really took from it, for sure.
I feel that. What's one thing you hate? I feel like I could guess it, but what's one thing you hate about what you do?
One thing I hate is about, it's like sometimes, like, it might be a little racial tension. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, nobody really like to talk about that. But, you know, you see a black dude coming in like a gym, and then you are even going to these fights and smashing people. A lot of people don't really like that, because it's like, this nigga coming over here, like. So that's one thing. That's one thing I can't. You feel me? That's one thing I can say, and I can't say I notice as well. Like, sometimes, like, you know, you might go to a gym, or like you ain't never been to a gym, or you've been at the gym for a while, and there might be dudes from other races. Like me, I respect everybody. Like, people know, if you know me, I respect everybody. But it might be dudes that come up in there and they like, oh yeah, you a black dude, or they trying to test you, or they trying to, you know, get your number. You feel me? You gotta kind of like, you know, up the tempo a little bit on them. So that is one thing I hate. I ain't gonna lie.
Change the temperature in the room.
Yeah, for sure. You feel me?
Yeah. I would have guessed getting fucking hit.
Yeah. but believe it or not, you get used to that shit after. Well, like, obviously, like, when you in training, you're not getting hit 100%, because obviously we're not trying to hurt each other. Yeah. But like, if you getting hit 50% every day, 3 times a week, you know, you're gonna start getting used to, like, okay, like, it ain't gonna start hurting as bad no more. You feel me? For sure.
So, what's one piece of advice that you always carry with you? And it could be just for fighting, or it could just be throughout life.
Yeah, so it's a couple pieces of advice, like me to you, like brother to brother. You know, it's just like, always be your own man. You feel me? Because it's so easy to get influenced by the streets, by girls, or
that's a fact,
by social media. But you always gotta be your own man. If you don't value something and somebody else values something, or if you value something and somebody else don't value that, just go with your heart. You feel me? If you feel like something is not right,
if you don't stand for nothing, you fall for anything.
Exactly. You feel me? And also just like, you feel me, showing respect to everybody. You feel me? Like I said, I learned that a lot from just being at these gyms. Like, you gotta just be respectful.
Hell yeah.
A lot of people, especially our age, they not really respectful to everybody. They not be respectful to their peoples. But like, even just to strangers, like you on the street, my nigga, like, you don't know what nobody know, you don't know what nobody got. Like, you feel me? I'm not, just because I know how to fight, I'm not gonna walk around like I'm just this top dog. You feel me? I'm gonna still show respect to people, because like most people that don't know me, they don't even know I fight sometimes, because they just look, they be like, oh, he a cool nigga. and they find out like, oh, damn, I didn't even know you did all that. So it's just like showing respect to people and being compassionate. You feel me?
Facts.
For sure.
Facts. And that's just real. And again, like I said, if you don't stand for nothing, you fall for anything. It's a lot of niggas out here that don't stand for shit.
Yeah, they
and just be going off what they homies be doing
exactly.
and shit. So you could definitely respect somebody who carry a word around like that, because it's not really many grown ass men nowadays that's carrying themselves like that.
Even older than us.
You feel me?
I noticed like
niggas be 30 plus and still not understanding that. You know?
So you ain't trying to be like that.
Yeah, it do be the young niggas at the gyms, but sometimes it be the old niggas like, yo, you too old to be acting like that, bro.
That ain't cool, bro. That's character shit.
You know? Yeah. Like, how have you never built no character?
That's all, bro.
At this age.
We can't be doing that.
You know? So, what have you learned about yourself since you started on this path?
I learned about myself that I know I can flip a switch at any given moment, especially when I'm doing something that I love. You feel me?
Right.
So you know, like right now, I don't have a fight coming up until like late September. So I'm chilling, but when I go to the gym, I flip that switch, like, and I'll be like, okay, I'm in fight mode right now. And then when I leave, I chill. You feel me? I relax. I recover. But I learned that I can really flip that switch because, you know, obviously when you started something new, it's always gonna be doubts.
Exactly.
So, you know, I didn't think I would get this far, you know, this quick. You know, even though I'm still like on the surface level, I'm still rising up in the ranks, you feel me? But it's just like, I didn't, you know, I've been learning about myself as I go. Like I said, I know I can flip that switch, and I know I can be actually really disciplined with myself. So I should be making me proud too when I look. I'll be like, damn, I'm glad I did do this, and this, because it led me to this. You feel me?
Self-reflection be a motherfucker. Sure. Self-reflection really do be a motherfucker when you look at the path you took to get there.
Exactly.
For real. And that's how I feel about low-key with my music. You know, like when I listen to certain songs, I'll be like, man, if this was like 2-3 years ago, bro, I would have never thought to put that right there. Like, I probably would have never even thought to put that bar in there in general. Or even say it the way I said it. So, like I said, that self-reflection, it really do be a motherfucker when you can just take a step back and look and be like, I'm glad I made this progress, because if I didn't do all this, I probably wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now. So I'm thankful for that.
And I want to make a side note on like you doing the music, like, bro, you really talented. Like, I just like,
I appreciate
that shit. Is like,
man.
bro, can you understand? A lot of niggas don't really like respect their craft. And they don't really work towards something. So you doing the music thing and you doing this as well, it's like, I really respect that shit, because I can see that you really care about, you know, putting yourself out there, you know, whether it's on like putting it on wax or doing it on this type of platform. So I respect that shit for sure.
Sir.
It ain't always just about me either. But I'm gonna give you some homage for sure too.
I appreciate that a lot, family. And that's really pretty much the biggest thing about doing this is that, like, I see tweets like, oh, LA music doing so bad, LA music doing so bad, or LA ain't got shit going. LA ain't, like, bro, we really have so much going on. And even just, if I'm speaking on a music stage, people don't think LA music doing good right now because they not listening to these people that are really putting out actual good music. People are just listening to the same music every day. So it's hard for them to really, like, you know, hear what everybody is always playing. And it's so easy for LA people to follow a trend that is just like, all right, if we gonna all listen to him, then we all gonna listen to him, and we gonna play this at a party.
That's how she'll be out here too.
When in reality, these DJs could be playing their homies' music at these parties if it's good enough.
Exactly.
To be real, like these
party promoters and all that shit.
You know, but these are things I ain't even gonna get into all that. You know, how do you think this has helped you grow?
It's helped me grow tremendously, honestly, for me, because like I said, like just the disciplinary factor of it, just me being more disciplined in my life. Like even now, like even when I'm not training, I still do shit as if I'm training, you feel me, like for a fight. So I be taking ice baths. I never did that before I started fighting. I be fasting, I be fasting, you feel me? Not for like religious purposes, but just for like resetting my body, like getting all the bullshit out of my body, restarting that. I still work out even when I'm not training for a fight. So it's helped me grow just like on the health aspect a lot too, you feel me? I just feel way more healthy than I ever been. And I be running. I just ran, like, believe it, I just literally just ran like 2.5 miles this morning at like 11. You feel me?
You better than me, nigga.
So that's for sure. It's
you way better than me, nigga. 2 miles.
Yeah.
Shit. you can keep it. I barely like doing a 100-yard dash.
Man.
Gassers in football, and I play football.
I know, he's nice too.
And I hate the and one thing about working out is it just requires a certain amount of discipline. And again, that's an admirable factor because a lot of people don't have discipline.
No, not at all.
A lot of niggas don't have discipline. So the discipline to still be running when you're not training for a fight. The discipline is still go to the gym and work out when you don't have a fight. That's the same shit I be doing. I just don't like doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
But that's the beauty of it, because when you're doing it when you don't like doing it, that's how you get better.
Exactly.
Because I don't feel like fucking training when I gotta train. Sometimes.
Boy, listen, I be on the field mad as hell some days. Just like, why did I come out here?
Yeah.
But I get the work in. It just has to be done. I be in the studio sometimes like, fuck, I don't feel like rapping. I don't feel like really rapping, but I'm here, so I'm gonna give it all I got.
And that's
you
when
know?
you make some shit that you be like, damn.
And that's when I put some hot shit out. You know?
That's how it be.
So, I kind of lost. I'm kind of lost. Oh, here we go. What's the most difficult thing about what you do?
The most difficult thing is, I would say like, for most people, I would say like most people it'd be like just the pressure. Like, you feel me? Because you could be in the gym, you could feel comfortable in the gym. When you get to a fight, you got your family there, you got your girl there, you got your baby mama, your whatever, whoever there, and you might be like, damn, this shit's serious now.
Shit done got serious.
Yeah, I would say that, like just the pressure, and then just being nerve-wracking. Just like you know, you can always have doubts in your mind. You feel me? You can't just let that overtake you though.
Yeah.
And also just like I keep saying, just staying disciplined. Like that discipline shit, but that shit go a long way, man.
A real long way. Just
so I would say those like the things that would be like the most difficult out of everything. You feel me?
Okay. I like that. I like that one right there. What are some of your upcoming goals? I know one of them. What are some of your upcoming goals? Like some things you want to knock out.
I'm coming for that belt.
I'm already know.
Yeah, you already know I'm coming for that belt.
Yeah.
At least by the end of this year or next year for sure. That's already stamped.
So what weight class you in?
155.
155. Yeah. Hey, I ain't down.
Coming for that belt. Also, just building my platform, you feel me, as far as like, I'm doing like a documentary right now.
I was just about to say you're doing a YouTube channel too.
Exactly, doing that, you feel me, just building my platform, you feel me, just
link to that would be in the bio.
Yeah, for sure. Like building a fan base for myself too as well, you feel me, because if you're doing anything, you always gotta have a fan base, you feel me?
Right. I like
so just doing that. Like build my fan base, building my platform, and just winning these belts, you feel me? And making as much bread as I can.
Yep. Hey.
For sure.
Hey. That's always the goal.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Do you pull any inspiration to do what you do? Is there anyone like that inspires you and motivates you to keep going and doing what you're doing?
I would say, even though growing up I was a basketball player, I did watch Floyd Mayweather a lot. That's my favorite boxer of all time. So I would see how he was just like not saying I don't do it because he don't do it, but I don't smoke or drink, and he doesn't smoke or drink either. But not saying just because you don't smoke or drink, that make you better than somebody else. Because this niggas that's at the highest level that do everything, they still out there smashing people. But it was just like he would always talk about discipline. You feel me? So I'm like, damn, if I'm gonna be great like how he is, I at least gotta like follow the formula he put down. You feel me? At least like him training, him doing this, him doing that, like the way he trains, the way he approaches things. So I would say he a big motivation. And also like another motivation was just me seeing like other people in my life, like whether it's family or friends, like they really didn't have like goals, like as we were growing up, they would just be living life day to day. And I would always look at myself like, damn, I feel like I'm better than this, like, or better than whatever, tough situation I was in. So that motivated me as well, motivated me a lot as well, just seeing like my surroundings, you feel me? Right. Like saying, like, I don't want to be like this when I grow up. So that's for sure. That probably would be like my biggest motivator.
Okay. I like that. Really just seeing where you came from and seeing where you are now.
Exactly.
And it's a long way.
Exactly. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. What can we expect from you next?
Like I said, I got a fight coming up in September, so my boy Deuce already gonna be up on point with it.
Yes, sir.
But if you wanna follow me on that, you can follow me on the gram, CHARISMATICRIch. You'll be seeing me train for it. I'm starting training for it in like mid-August. So I always give myself like 6 weeks to train for a fight just to make sure I'm in tip-top shape. So that's like the next on my list right there. And then after that, I'm working on getting that belt.
I feel that.
So I gotta bring the belt back home.
I feel that. Bring it to the land.
Yeah, we don't got one out here yet.
Yeah.
We ain't got nobody out here with a belt.
To.
So I'm gonna bring the belt home to the land.
Got to. You gonna, hey, nah, for real. You gonna be a nigga, cause I don't know. I really don't know of no inner city. I've never heard of an inner city MMA fighter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just put it like that. I've never heard of a black inner city MMA fighter.
Especially from the trenches, like,
you feel me?
Like a nigga that's from out of town.
You know, like I've never heard of nothing like that. So I'm behind that 1,100, 1,000,000%. You feel me? Because if boy, listen, he get that belt, I'm going up like I got the belt.
I know he will too.
I'm popping it like
support.
I got the belt. No cap.
Told you,
Cause if that nigga who wanna fight my nigga next, nigga? Who wanna fight my nigga next? Nigga, he go back through the fuck
up. Look, I get the belt, I gotta come back on the channel and show that.
No, for sure. He get the belt, he's back on here for episode 2. He gets that belt, he's back on here for episode 2 for sure. Just another thing. So what again, I know I asked you, you know, what motivates you. What really what keeps you going though? Because I know we mentioned with like the difficult things. Is there any key thing that keeps you going, like the aspect of gaining something, or maybe the aspect of losing something if you stop now?
That's great. I like how you worded that, because that's basically how I live life every day. Like, you know, you can't come this far just to go backwards. You feel me? So I came this far, especially like being what I've been through, like just, you know, growing up and struggling and being homeless, and you know, just, you know, like I said, ain't shit that you ain't never heard of, but it's just, I'm just speaking my truth, you feel me?
Right.
So it's just shit like that. I'm like, damn, I came from that and I got this far. Like, why go back now? Why not just keep going and see where I can, you know, end up with, or end up, you know, being, you feel me? So that keeps me going for sure, you feel me? And then also like me training and winning these fights and then being able to hold these belts. That's like, when a nigga say, oh, I'm a trophy on my section or some street shit, I can only say like, a nigga, I'm a trophy on my section. I got this.
I got it. Like,
I got trophies right now, for, you know, you see my trophies. So I could actually talk like that, like, nigga, I done did this and I'm really a trophy out from where I came from.
No faking.
You feel me? For sure. So that's for sure, that keep me going for sure.
And again, I relate to that on a whole nother level, you feel me, to being homeless and just coming from the trenches, literally relate to that. So I feel the same way, like when it comes to music, like I didn't even think I was gonna get this far with the music shit. I didn't think niggas was gonna fuck with me with the music shit in general. Honestly, didn't think I was that good when I first started making music. But seeing how much I progressed, seeing how much better I've gotten, seeing how much time I really took to start really reading lyrics, really paying attention to people, older music like Sam Cooke and Al Greens and all other types of artists, like
tapping in with different genres.
You know, going to different genres, really making sure I'm listening to Taylor Swift, I'm listening to Tyler the Creator, I'm listening to D-Tronada, all these different type of people, like just to get an ear for like, okay, what will people really like, not just what the hood like, you know? So you know, seeing how far I come, and again, I know for you, seeing how far you come is just like pretty much the biggest, like, you know what, I got this shit. Like, I ain't gonna stop now, because if I stop now, I can go back to that in any moment. And
I want to say this, like, for you, like, ever since I met you always been like a supportive nigga. And you know, in LA, that's not common for LA niggas, whether they rapping, they doing whatever, to support other niggas. They either feel like, oh, like, he think he better than me, or he surpassing me, I feel some type of way. So that's why, like, no matter what, I was gonna do this for sure, because you always been a solid nigga since day one. Whether it's been on some hooping shit, some I was just chilling on New Year's type shit.
On me.
I was just, you know, just on Instagram conversing, talking about shit. So I'm always gonna respect my niggas that show love no matter what, because that's another character thing too. You feel me?
Cost nothing to show
you feel me?
love.
But a lot of niggas, like, they have been over backwards before they show a nigga love. You feel me? So I respect that for 100%. That's why I want to like let niggas know, like, you always been a nigga that show love. And I know niggas I grew up with, they won't even comment on my fights, you feel me? Shit like that. So it's just, you know, it's like, I always gotta respect shit like that. I respect that shit for sure.
And I respect I respect that the same way, because I ain't gonna lie, the energy was always reciprocated. So you feel me? It's never, you know, no difficulty supporting a nigga who's supporting you, or at least showing you love whenever they see you. You feel me? Because to be real with you, we ain't never had to speak to each other.
Oh God.
Ever. Cause I done hooped with a lot of niggas plenty of days and never followed like, them on Instagram, never tried to talk to them, never had their numbers, never invited them to hang out with me outside of hooping, nothing like that. But when you meet genuine niggas and you meet people that can fuck with you the same way you fuck with them, it's not hard for you to show them love. And I feel like a lot of niggas kind of let that go over their heads low key, cause it's like, nigga, he don't gotta be your homie to show this nigga love. Maybe you just had a cool encounter with this nigga one time and it was like, you know what, I fuck with that. That's the energy, you feel me? In my book, you're a cool nigga. I ain't got no problem with supporting you. A lot of niggas should adapt that energy, I'm just saying.
Obviously, you know, LA culture is like more of like a hating, like
fuck that nigga, like I wanna get culture. Up. I wanna be the one to win in the end.
You feel me? Like, when you come across niggas, especially from the land that show love, always show support no matter what they going through or wherever they at in their life, you gotta like really like tip your hat to niggas like that. So I always gotta let you know that every time I see you, like, nigga, you a solid nigga.
Love,
hell yeah.
That's love, for
real.
For
sure.
That's love. So that was actually the last question. Oh, do you got a brand?
Yeah, so this one of my boys at my gym actually, his name Prince. Real solid nigga, like he remind me of you, like he always show love, he always be getting like little videos of me. Even though I try not to like bug him about it, he always come up in there and record me. So he got a brand, he gave me this for free, cause he said he like how I dress. So I was like, he ended up giving me, so this is a brand called No Hype. You know, it's based out of LA, but it's all over the world, so it's like an up and coming brand. So I wanted to shout it out, No Hype. You'll see me posted I got a couple of pictures of on my Instagram with it, so y'all want to tap in with it, tap in with it.
For sure, and the website I gotta show niggas love too.
I gotta show niggas love that show me love, so he showed me love, he get videos of me, he like helped me train and shit, so I gotta show his brand some love too.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes, sir. And with that being said, that is all we got from the OMC podcast this week, man. A big shout out to my boy Rich for coming on
Appreciate
here.
You having me, bro. That's real shit.
Man.
I fuck with like the whole little vibe, like
yes, sir.
It was like it ain't like it's just like
just a regular convo.
It's like
you
a
feel
real
me?
genuine conversation.
You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it real on here, you know. And again, shop No Hype. Tap in with my guy's YouTube channel, because the link to that will be in the description.
Yes,
follow him on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We'll be on the lookout for his next fight. If you do decide to follow, be on the lookout for that, because it is coming in September.
Man.
You feel me? And he is known for putting niggas on their pockets. So tap in. Well, what's your fight name? Big Bad Wolf?
Big Bad Wolf, man.
Yeah,
so they was like, why you?
I call him Trench Boy Rich.
Yeah, that's only his. He only can call me.
Yeah, I call him Trench Boy Rich.
But now they was like, why you call yourself the Big Bad Wolf? So I'm like, you remember in like the little Big Bad Wolf little cartoon shit? At any given moment, he'd come blow a house down.
Hell yeah.
So I'm like, nigga, at any given moment, I put a nigga down.
Parking.
Big Bad Wolf. You feel me?
I like that one. I like that. That was.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that name. Now I'm fucking with it.
You gonna come pull some shit down.
Yes,
man.
sir. Well, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Truth is coming out on July 4th. We will be shooting a video for that too. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta be in a video too.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Videos will be coming out soon for that too. Yeah. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep commenting, and until next time, keep getting it off your chest. Keep it playing. We are out.
Know a few ways to get you out of them mood swings. I got what it take to get you going. Bobby Boucher, D-U-E-C-E. Yeah, that's me. Might as well say I'm notorious. I do it B.I.G. You ain't never seen a motherfucker do it smooth as me. I got flavor oozing out me from my head down to my feet.